We ready, we ready for y'all. We ready, we ready, we ready for y'all. Let's get it! Who is that we just got a sub from? Or a follow from? I don't know. I still couldn't tell you. Rubber Cam Man! The soon-to-be wedding boy with the resub. I appreciate you so much, Cam, and I cannot wait to see you in just about a month. And ladies and gentlemen, Better League Network is back. I am back in the booth. Welcome to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am your play-by-play man for this one, Connor Rice, and what a fun matchup we have here for this Week 7 divisional matchup. We have Lucky's. Actually, let me save the best for last here. We have Danny's 3-3 Indianapolis Colts, his Better League debut. Congratulations to him. And then on the other side, ladies and gentlemen, Lucky's 5-0. Yes, I said that right. Yes, you heard that right. 5-0. Jacksonville Jaguars, one of the most efficient offenses, one of the most dominant defenses. Now, the haters among us, and there are many, might be saying, but Connor, Lucky's only actually played 2 of the 5 games so far. The other 3 were sim wins. And I choose to say this is just a reflection of how dominant he would be had he played those games. But we are here, and Malik Willis and company will start things off. Ezekiel Elliott with a Justin run right into the backside of his right guard. 2nd and 10. As far as this Colts offense goes, a lot of weapons out here. Danny does a good job distributing the ball. Malik Willis, 9 touchdowns, only 3 picks on the year. Hasn't had any like crazy stat lines necessarily, but he's efficient, right? He's efficient, and that's what you want. Obviously has that speed to burn, as well as we will if play action comes out in man coverage, as he will go down. Is just able to get the throw away. But the post cross gets screened out, and now we have an early 3rd and long here for Indianapolis. And this is the first time, maybe I'll cycle. I can get as loud as I want, ladies and gentlemen. The house is empty, and I am here. So we have, again, this first 3rd and long here. He will drop back. Has the wheel route wide open. He will go to it. Ezekiel Elliott gets the clean, but not 4. Picking up 11 yards on 3rd and 10, and he will secure the first down. And in case y'all were wondering, it's wine o'clock. This time it's a little La Serra Moscato, not the usual brand that I go for. You know, normally I'm a fan of the Sriracha Moscato. They were out, so I got La Serra instead. I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, almost as good. Almost as good. It's got me considering making the switch. The Sriracha is golden ultimately, again, as we see down there. Warren with his first loss of the year, both the Packers and the Lions now at 6-1, both Steele and Warren having really solid seasons, which you'd come to expect from those 2 users. 100%. 2 of the awesome solid in the league is, I think that was a read option. Instead, he will hand it off. Ezekiel Elliott has room, and Elliott burns the entire Jaguars team, and he is all alone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And oh my goodness, Elliott, not known for his speed, but there he just, no special moves, no broken tackles, just ran all the way through that Jaguars secondary. And, poor pursuit angles, call it whatever you want to call it, but that is an early strike here from Indianapolis, trying to take out his undefeated divisional rival. Had to reach the Moscato after that one, my goodness, as we're going to see now Lucky take the field here after this kick return. May have a bit of room, not a ton. You're not going to see the tackle battles result in fumbles as much in comp mode, but I still worry about it. But again, relentlessly efficient, call it what you will, a lot of sim wins, whatever, but Jordan Love is having a really nice season. But don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan Taylor is the straw that stirs the drink here for this Jaguars offense. He will come out and pistol. And again, Jonathan Taylor with that X factor, and I missed him so much, but happy to see him with a man I love, as Jonathan Taylor will take off. A great diving tackle there. I thought he had room. I mean, the Red Sea kind of parted, but the U's are able to minimize Jonathan Taylor's gain there. 2nd and 8. And as we all know, Jordan Love with, I like to call mini easy mode, has that slinger 1, which I do think matters. Jonathan Taylor breaks tackle. Taylor with an unfortunate 2nd animation there, gets wrapped up early 3rd and 6. Forced to throw the ball here, but he's got the mini easy mode, We were having that controversy earlier about, do throwing motions actually matter? Do they not? What we found is that, Slinger 1, a big deal, and he will have that benefit here. Gore, Ayuk, Jonathan Taylor out there. Austin Hooper, who he did have open, instead goes to B. Look out. Nearly jumped and nearly intercepted the first throw. A little shaky there, and Lucky Force punted away. 3 and out. Don't need the read necessarily. Just would have liked for him to click on and bring the wide receiver a little bit further down. I think if he had done that, with an aggressive catch, I think he could have caught that. But instead, tried to play it as is, and we have look out here. Woo! Big hit stick after the tackle battle. Excuse me. That's what got a little worried, but 7-0 here. Great start for Danny. We'll see what he's able to do here. Got a few blinkers on this Jaguars defense. I don't necessarily know who they are, but I know he's got a lot of guys with a lot of sacks. He will drop back. PA boot concept does get both feet down. Malik Willis 2 for 3, 2nd and 5. We got Lucky Listen my commentary. We got, again, the Wedding Boy Rubber Cam Man, and that is about it. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'm sure we'll get more and more guys as this game goes on, as he will drop back, brings the safety down, as he will go to the flats here. Weird animation with Ezekiel Elliott. Still able to get just enough for the first. Good start by Danny. This is my first time ever watching him. I've never, I don't know who he is. Don't know, what his, CFM background is, but I like what I'm seeing so far, to be honest with you. He's done a really solid job, as he will, have the corner route open. Instead, look out! I was a little worried the defensive line could have picked that off. The blitz gets through, and I always get concerned. We saw Lucky click on to one of the man corners there. I always get worried that those guys are going to get burned, but there, fortunately, the blitz got through before he was able to take advantage of it. Once again, comes out in man coverage. Malik Willis drops back, seam shot, a dot there by Malik Willis. We have another subscription! Dan Rain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Subscribe for 27 months and on a 15-month streak. Daniel! Thank you so much for your subscription, baby. And that's my right attacking mid right there. That's my right attacking mid, is Marquise Bright. 1st and 10 as he will drop back, 4-man rush. Bagged up, has the flats wide open, Ezekiel Elliott breaks tackle. And I gotta say, Daniel looking locked into the passing game so far. I've yet to see a bad read, and he's taking his check down when it's there. Yes, sir, Dan. Better League Network is back, and I am back, and yes, it is 1 o'clock. Dan, in case you were wondering. It is still 1 o'clock. Really pressing up with the safety is very interesting. Coverage concepts here. 5-man rush gets bagged up as he will go to the curl route again, and that's Kyle Pitts. Gave great over there, but I, hate to keep repeating myself here. I like what we're seeing out of Danny so far. Really, no bad decisions yet, no bad reads, and good stick work on the 64-yard Ezekiel Elliott touchdown from earlier. That is, again, the lone score of this game. 7-0. Gonna figure something out here. Inside zone Ezekiel Elliott. Weird bounce off there. Charitably gets a gain of 2. And let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what are you sipping on this fine Sunday night? Even if it's water. I want to know. Ain't nothing wrong with sipping on some water on a fine Sunday night. As he will go with a straight-up halfback dive. As we got Danielle Hunter. We got a couple other guys. I'll let you know as they appear. All I know is that Danielle Hunter leads the team in sacks. But this is a very, very solid defensive line that the Jaguars have. Probably their best position group on the defense. And Malik Willis' company are going to have to handle that, as we have an inside zone on 3rd and 7, and it hits. Ooh, just does not hit. Excuse me. I thought that was going to be an easy first down. Instead, 4th and 1. A little surprised we didn't see no huddle there, to be honest with you. But 4th and 1, I think we're going to see Iraqi Chopper, a.k.a. Danny, go for this one. And this would be a big momentum boost for Lucky if he's able to stop him here. He's been kind of getting ran on and passed on. He's moving the ball at will. So we'll see what he's able to do, as he will go play action here. Look out. I don't see anyone open. He's going to... Oh, that is intercepted. What a play by number 55. Oh, my goodness. Jerome Baker picks that off, and I thought that was a good read and a good decision, but just a better play. Oh, my God. Jerome Baker came out of nowhere. I did not see him. He was facing away from the ball. That's some wild shit right there. What a play by Jerome Baker and by this defense here, as we're going to have a stretch here. Jonathan Taylor with not a lot, although able to hit the most. And, man, that is just what I love about Jonathan Taylor. He turns a 3-yard gain into an 11-yard gain, like we saw right there. Able to shed the initial tackle, burst through the second level, and we have the first down of the game for Jacksonville. Again, we've barely seen this Jacksonville offense. This is only the 5th play here. Strong power, Jonathan Taylor able to hit that. Jonathan Taylor falls forward. Gain of 3. And And we're seeing Lucky operate out of pistol a lot. He's definitely one of the most pistol-heavy users in the league, I would say for sure. Ayuk does not get that first step, so he's going to dump it off smartly. Jonathan Taylor drops it. I'm not doing that anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I can't fry my voice like that. But that is the end of the first quarter. 7-0. We got to save our screaming for the end of the third quarter, if you know what I'm saying. What's up, Alan? Good win against me yesterday. We got a fun one here. Of course, the undefeated Jaguars versus the 3-3 Indianapolis Colts. This is Danny's debut. Eventually, Alan, we're going to get you on Better League Network as well. We got to make that happen, especially the season are happening here. 4-man rush, and that is picked. Thrown right to double coverage, and will this be a pick six? No, that's sick work. But Atkinson, I mean, you know, the Jerome Baker pick the Jacksonville got was just a really good defensive play that Jordan Love just forced and threw it right to him. Unfortunate read by Lucky. Gonna have to bounce back here. Gonna have to hold a field goal. A counter to the left. Ezekiel Elliott with nothing. Tries to fight. May end up costing himself more yards as he does. Lost a 6 there. I didn't see that on the running play. But yeah, we'll 100% get you on Better League Network at some point, especially as we near the playoffs. I'm sure there could be. I mean, you've got good users in your division. You know, Heroes, Seahawks, 49ers user whose name I keep forgetting. Byron's good too, so we'll definitely get you on for a divisional matchup here as the drag wide open instead takes a shot, and that is caught! I thought that was going to be a pick, but bad animation, or bad angle, I should say, by the Jaguars. And Tyler Lockett, not a man who you would think could win a bunch of one-on-one shots, but got a really nice animation there. And that will be a conversion there and another first down here from Malik Willis and company. That was a bit of a risky read in my opinion, but it worked out. Ezekiel Elliott, nothing. As we've seen, 8 for 66, you would think he's having a better running game than he actually is. He has a 64-yard touchdown. And other than that, it's what, 7 rushes for 4 yards. So it's mostly been getting backed up, with the exception of one chunk play here as he will drop back. 3-man rush, no one open. Malik Wilson. This is what you got to watch out for. He's going to take off and dives riskily, but able to get a couple extra yards there. 3rd and 1, and that's the first time we've really seen Danny utilize Malik Willis's mobility. He's pretty much been a pocket passer up until this point. And good decision there, because he was playing like way off covers there, backed everyone up. Love to see it. This again, we have a 3rd and 1. Some concepts here, and he will again drop back here. Good usering as he will now dump it off, and I don't know if they're going to give him the first, especially after that. 4th and inches. And for me, this is QB sneak time. But, no. Very interesting decision here. We're going to see him, because the first time he went for it was not a coach's decision. It was 4th and less than 2, so that's just a straight up, field goal choice there out of Danny. And I was about to say I don't hate it. I'm lying. I do hate it. 4th and inches, go for it every single time. I don't care if I'm on my own 10-yard line, damn near, much less the opposing 10-yard line. Let me see what else we got in here. We got C-Max, the Better League Network Godfather. We got Dan. We got Alan, like I said. Lucky, Cam, appreciate you all. And Cam, make yourself known for the people. That man's having a wedding in just about a month, ladies and gentlemen. He will drop back. Goes to, I believe, I actually don't know who that is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who the fuck that is. He's got a star note, so his name's going to be pretty good. And the game won't tell me, so that's cool. Unidentified receiver with the catch there. The first catch of the day. The first completion of the day, I should say, for Jordan Love. He will go to the RPO. Really good decision here. 11 has room. Tackle battle. Gets thrown back, but not before getting a gain of 6, and that's Brandon Ayuk there. The team's leading receiver, I believe, with a gain of 6. Carl Gore, thank you, Lucky. Can't say I know who that is, but I appreciate you giving it to me as we have a counter to the left. My favorite play call. Not my favorite result there, but again, Jonathan Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, he will always fall forward if he's moving downfield. That is a solemn promise, and that's why I miss him so much. And that's why I say, fuck EA Sports! For not letting me get active with Jonathan Taylor, but it's okay. It's okay. Just here to watch some side league game. Wow. Side league gameplay, main league commentary here. We'll just say Jonathan Taylor's room. Taylor able to fall forward, and that is... I really like that read option play out of that formation. That's one I use occasionally, and usually you can get, depending on what that defensive end does, usually you can get a pretty wide open hole out of that specific formation. So that's a good decision there. Good calls. We're going to have a power O as John Taylor's room lookout. Ooh. Keeps it a little more to the right. I think that could have been something, but instead, gain of 3. As this is, we've seen 2 questionable drives out of Lucky. This is the first one where he really seems settled down, calm and composed, which I like. And I think it's no. Oh my God, it's not Taylor. Ooh, look out here! Taylor breaks a tackle. Jonathan Taylor. Oh my Lord, as Taylor says, "Get the fuck out of my way!" Touchdown, Colts. What the fuck, touchdown Jaguars? I can't speak. It's 1 o'clock. Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. Lightheaded already. It's not even the second half. This is what 1 o'clock does to you, but what a run out of Jonathan Taylor. Oh my God, that was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, looked dead to rights in the backfield and instead turns it into about a 30-yard touchdown. That's what you love to see. And that's why he is, in my opinion, the best Madden running back, even with Nick Chubb in there. Ooh, good stick work here. 86 just taken down. And 23. Indianapolis going to have to respond. He may be feeling some type of way after that one. I bet you he is feeling some type of way about that one. But at the end of the day, Indianapolis has been playing very well on offense. So just got to keep that up. Make sure you have a multi-position lead heading into halftime, because then you'll always control your own destiny. Whew, I can't get over that run. That was incredible. More man coverage here. Been using it a lot. I guess the quick dump off Kyle Pitts. I will say, I have never seen a tight end be used better or more effectively. And yes, I mean, Kyle Pitts is a cheat code in Madden, but I've never seen a tight end be used more effectively than C-Max used Kyle Pitts when he had him. I mean, that was an absolute just problem to deal with here as he will drop back. Good using Malik Will's going to take off. This time has nothing. Ooh. Tried to break a tackle. I was a little worried that a strip animation was coming, but instead falls forward to gain of 3. And now this will be a really nice stop for Lucky if he can get it. 3rd and 5. Make Danny have to think a little bit. Tell him I'm here. So he will drop back. Brackets Kyle Pitts. Takes a deep shot, and oh my Lord! Malik Willis, we're gonna ignore that one. I don't know if that was a free form out of bounds. It didn't say free form up there, so I'm just gonna assume that was Malik Willis fucking up. Has all sorts of room to take this back here. Just number 36 tries to cut against the grain and gets laid out. But first quarter, it looked like Danny was in complete control of the game. Now, all of a sudden, Jacksonville with the opportunity to tie it, if not take the lead heading into halftime, and, ladies and gentlemen, get the ball to start the second half. So Lucky in a good position here as long as he doesn't fuck this up. We should never know. Stretch play. Ooh, as it was there, Jonathan Taylor fights for his life and is able to get a gain of 4. No huddle here, which I like, especially out of that formation. Take your time. You got 3 timeouts if you need to burn one. But there's no reason to go too crazy here as he will drop back. Had the wheel open. Also had that open. Again, against depleted, but not before getting the first down. Now we're going to see some no huddle as he is in single back. I don't love... Oh, my God. I don't know who that defense tackle is, but he said, fuck Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to light his ass up. And that's the type of commentary you don't get from that guy in the MDL league, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you that, as he will take a comeback route. And what a pick by the Colts. Oh, my Lord. And I thought that was wide open, I'll be honest with you. But Young, just with an incredible cut on the ball. That was absolutely unbelievable. And now, after a 3 and out, going to get the ball back here with a chance to extend the lead heading into halftime potentially. But my goodness, we've seen guys make plays today. As we have a little stop-and-go concept. Kyle Pitts not able to get out of bounds. Going to have to spend one of those timeouts. He will do just that. 38 seconds left in this first half. 10-7 Colts. So he will drop back here. Has the slot open. Malik Willis going to take off. Don't take a hit. He just does not. Just avoids it. Going to have to take that second timeout. And he's quickly making this a scenario where, 7 is off the table. I think the most he can hope for at this point is 3, unless he throws a succulent dot on this play. But 30 seconds left, only 1 timeout. You only just crossed the 40. I'd be trying to set myself up for a field goal here and go up by 6, heading into halftime. But we'll see what Danny's all about here as he will drop back. Has the drag open, goes to it. We're gonna see the 3rd timeout. This could get interesting here. I think what you do is you run one more play. You stay in bounds, you get that spike off. It'll be 4th down potentially, or 1st, if you get a 1st down, but Worst case scenario, you can get the spike off and make it a, oh my goodness. I don't know why you would bite on this. Fake there, look out! Oh, swatted away, beautiful play. I was just about to say, I don't know why you bite on the touch pass there. It's like, let him run a touch pass. I don't give a fuck about all that. Damn, Jim facing. I'm assuming it's Jim facing King's comment and not my commentary. Damn it. All right, so you either want a first down or you want an incompletion here, because fourth down really kind of screws you over. He will go down, and that is going to completely fuck this drive up. Probably does not have time for another play. He does not. Wow, what a time to get a shed and a sack there, saving, or I should say preventing Danny from getting any more points on the board. And that is it for the first half. 10-7 at Lucas Oil Stadium. What a game we have so far. Lucky looking to continue his undefeated streak. Danny looking to send shockwaves through the heart of Better League here with an upset win over the juggernaut undefeated Jacksonville Jaguars. And what a game so far here again. It's been a little shaky at times from both users. You know, Danny looks really locked in the first quarter. I would say less so in the second quarter. And, you know, Lucky, we've seen a really good drive out of him. Other than that, you know, we've seen a couple questionable decisions. The comeback, I will say, I don't think the comeback was, oh my God, getting a little sticky here. The comeback wasn't his fault. I thought it was open too, honestly. It was just a really good play by Young, but the other pick he made, 100% his fault. And we'll see whether he's able to bounce back here. You know, Danny no longer looks unstoppable on offense, so you don't have to get too aggressive. But we'll see what Lucky's mindset is right now. Once again, coming out pistol, strong power here. May have the, and that's really questionable blocking out of those lead blockers, I have to say. There was an obvious guy in the gap to take, but instead tried to go all the way outside. I don't know what 79's doing there. I mean, that was 79's fault in my opinion. Tried to go get a guy that was already being blocked. But it is what it is he will go play action here. May eventually have A open, does have A open, instead goes to the dump off Jonathan Taylor with a tackle battle. Quick third and long here. Yeah, as you can see, Jordan Love 4 for 8 with 2 picks. Not great. Not great, certainly. But despite that, only down by 3. Oh, Jesus, God. All right. The Moscato fighting back here as the RB is not open whatsoever. That is picked. I was about to say RB open, but really, really good usering. And Young with his second pick of the day, the clear MVP of this game, really for either team on either side of the ball. As he played that incredibly. I'm assuming that Lucky thought that he was gonna, you know, misplay that out route with his user, but Danny just locked in there, gets trapped on the D line. Look out here, seam shot swatted away. Could have been picked by Jerome Baker, who already has an interception this game. Instead, smartly swats it away. Oh my goodness. Now at this point, if you're lucky, you just want to prevent him from getting 70 now. A 6-point deficit is fine. 10-point deficit, not so much here. And I really like the timing with which he calls these inside zones. He called it on 3rd and 7 earlier at work. He called it there on 2nd and 10. You know, times where you don't necessarily expect a run. And that's what I like to see. Third and 2 here, once again, bringing safety way down. Zero, another handoff here. Ezekiel Elliott has nothing, and now 4th and 5. I expect the field goal unit to come out. That is a big shed, a big scream there, if you will. Bides Neil Hunter, and who finally makes an impact on this game. Oh my lord! Well, I guess it's not too easy to make kicks in this game, is it, Van? Huh. Life for Jacksonville. I expect to see a lot of Jonathan Taylor here. After what we've seen out of Jordan Love, he will do just that. Handoff. Jonathan Taylor breaks the tackle. Oh my God. 12 for 85. And if y'all didn't see it, ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Taylor's touchdown was like the most hard I've ever seen out of a running back in my life. That was incredible. I'm going to clip it. Power-O here. Great usering, but it does not matter. Jonathan Taylor says if Jordan Love doesn't want to do shit, I'll carry this team. Lord knows he's used to that from my Colts. Jordan Love not doing shit, him being forced to carry the team. That's some Connor Rest gameplay right there. Another power out here. Jonathan Taylor once again has room as he almost breaks 4 tackles. Oh my lord. This man's a menace to society. And, you know, if and when Lucky makes the playoffs, if and when, you know, he comes up on more big regular season games here, y'all got to find a way to stop Jonathan Taylor, man, at all costs. And it is not easy. It is not easy. Another power O and another wide open lane. Jonathan Taylor has room. Taylor with another tackle battle animation. Already breaks the 100-yard mark. 15 for 113 and a tutty. And he heard me saying that Young was the MVP of this game, says, not so fast. I am here, and we are going to have another run into this. This is a counter to the left. Jonathan Taylor breaks another tackle, falls forward, fights for an extra yard. Danny gonna have to figure this out because, you know, unlike some people, like, the run is working, and Lucky's going to keep going to it over and over, I think, until Danny proves he can stop it here. Because he has not done that yet, as we are going to have right on cue play action here. Has A wide open, instead goes to X, and that is a Moss and a touchdown, Jaguars! Well-timed play action there. You know, he completely shot the gap with his user, and I thought he was going to go to A. Instead took, you know, the bit of the riskier read, but Gore with some really nice positioning there. And for the first time all day, Jacksonville has the lead. 14-10. Danny gonna have to respond. Is that, you know, if y'all don't mind me getting on my guy's cock for a little bit, and you can take that however you want to, but I'm going to get on Lucky's cock for a second. Such a nice drive to recognize that the run's working and just go to it over and over and over. Different concepts, you know, power O, dive, inside zone, stretch, whatever you want to call it. Has the corner wide open, really good read. Oh my, tried to spin, but you know, he ran the ball like 6 or 7 times in a row, and then perfectly timed play action hits the corner of the end zone touchdown. That's just how you, if you're a run first user, like Lucky, you know, should be, and at most times is, that's how you draw it up right there. Read option, Ezekiel Elliott with nothing. All right, I'm gonna hop off his cock now. Unless he gets another stop here, and then I'm hopping right back on that bitch. 2nd and 11. Play action here. PA post cross good usering here. Ooh, if he gets that throw off, that's a pick. I think he's lucky that was a throw out of sack. That was a risky one. We're seeing a little bit of shakiness now in Danny's reads. He looked, I mean, picture perfect in the first quarter. Since then, not so much. Not playing badly necessarily, just not looking as, like, quite as locked in as he was earlier. See Will go to the out route. Really nice tackle. And this is, in my opinion, you go for this. You use your coach's decision here, in my opinion. You have 4th and 2. This is technically a coach's decision, I believe, because you're on the opposite side of midfield. But, you know, we've already seen a 4th and inches field goal. I think you got to lay your nuts on the table here. So he's going to do just that. Don't give the ball back to Lucky. Don't give the ball back to Jonathan Taylor here. So we'll see what he's going to do. Again, goes with a passing play. Good user in here as we're going to see a deep shot swatted away by the safety, and that is another stop. And ladies and gentlemen, we've seen 2 or 3, I think 3, you know, attempted 4th down conversions. Passing plays on all 3. Has chosen not to run the ball. Clearly doesn't trust Ezekiel Elliott, and maybe for good reason, because again, other than that one chunk run does not work, so we're gonna have a dive here. Jonathan Taylor, not the best lead blocking, but also just a good play there by the cover 4 defense, and for one of the first times all day, able to actually stop Jonathan Taylor, because my God, it's been a struggle. We still got Dan, we still got Lucky, we still got Cam. That's the golden trio right now. Those are my dogs. We're giving inside zones. Jonathan Taylor has room, gets decleated, which doesn't happen a lot. 18 for 121, and now 3rd and 5. Will he feel compelled to pass? I think this is going to depend on the defensive look he gets. I think he's kind of scouting it out. I like this route design. See what that safety's doing. That's covered, RB. And that's why you don't take my passing advice, ladies and gentlemen, because I said RB, and there was a hard flat there, so that's tough. No wonder Bradley Bowler has the numbers he does. I high-key go for this. But maybe he doesn't feel, you know, completely confident in his passing day. That is, woo! 61-yard field goal despite, I mean, he did have 8 miles an hour when it was back, to be fair. But he did not get 100% power on that kick. It was like 98%. Put your foot in the chat! 17-10. Jaguars looking to continue their undefeated season. One of two undefeated teams to look out. Woo. I didn't even see that final Jaguar, ladies and gentlemen. And that explains a lot of my reads. But 17-10, Jacksonville looking to continue their undefeated season. Now at 5-0, looking to make their way up to 6-0. On the other side, the 5 seed currently in the AFC, the trash-ass AFC, if you don't mind me saying, because I'm part of it. 3-3. Indianapolis Colts, and there's a counter out. I've got to look out here, Ezekiel Elliott, for only the second time today, able to break past the first level, but that's a nice route concept, nice running concept there. You never expect the counter out of gun. No one ever expects that. Unless it's me, because I do it too much. He will go read option once again. Ezekiel Elliott has room. Good stick work here. 2 straight times by Danny. Maybe locking in a little bit more. Cha-ching! Maybe locking in a little bit more here in the running game because he has had holes that he's missed in the second quarter, but those were 2, solid runs in a row now. We'll see what he's able to do. Maybe just keep going to the wishing well. He does not. Instead, he will drop back. Had a couple guys open as he will take a deep shot. May have had a step, but you look at the right side of the field. He had to drag open. The wheel route was wide open. Looming kindness. Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chat bots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on /off/customize. Go to dogehype.com. Well, Looming kindness, thank you very much for your offer. I will definitely take you up on that. Make sure to bill Andrew Mastia. He lives in South Carolina. He is the leader of Better League Network. Make sure to bill him specifically. He's the leader of Better League Network. Don't bill me. Bill him. He's the one who will pay for that very generous offer of yours. 3rd and 9. He's just come out empty. I believe the first time he's done this all day. Comes out cover 4. Good usering here. So he's going to take a deep shot. Look out. Whoa! Able to just come down with it. The free form. I don't know if that was the free form or that was, a little bit lucky maybe. Because I thought that was a sure pick. But instead, Tyler Lockett for the second time hits big on one of these deep shots. And we're going to have 1st and 10. And it looks like this game may come down to it, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful stuff. 5-man rush gets absolutely bagged up. Someone's open. He does find a curl route. A diving tackle prevents what could have been a touchdown potentially. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, Cam, as well, for putting your 4s in the chat. 2nd and 1. Only 3-man rush. He will drop back. Quick out route is wide open. Gets depleted. Doesn't even matter. I don't think that that close to the sideline. It's just going to go out of bounds anyway. That is Donovan Peoples-Jones, I believe, with the catch. Former Wolverine. I know Cam, knows that. Good, and we'll look out here. Intercepted by number 37 as he is going to take this coast to coast through Lucas Oil Stadium. Touchdown. Byron Jones there with the interception, and that was doomed from the start. I saw it immediately. I said, don't throw this because the hard flat played that really, oh my. Doink! Shout out to Better League FC, but yeah, the hard flat just played that really well. I don't know if he pass committed or what he did, but that was dead on arrival, and the first true, horrific read, I would say, that we've seen from Danny. And what an inopportune time, because now I've got a multi-possession deficit. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Definitely has time, especially if he's able to break this big. Woo! He's had a couple of those, but Connor, what are your thoughts on the forward pass? Pussy shit, Cam. What happened? Let me get to my soapbox real quick. We used to be men in this society, right? We used to be fucking men instead of, little pansy babies, if you don't mind me saying, with these, liberal policies and these forward passes. What the fuck? Get Mahomes out of my face. Get Justin Herbert out of my face. Get Josh Allen out of my face. We need it. We need 50 runs from each team in the game, ladies and gentlemen. It is straight dives, straight inside zones, straight just 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Woody Allen had it. Woody Allen, fuck me. That's how you know it's 1 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. That Ohio State coach had the best 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That's what football should be. No, this forward pass shit. That's on God. That's on God, Cam. I appreciate that. I've been looking to start a cult here, I think, anyone can start a cult. Just find 5 or 6 committed members, right? Find 5 or 6, and then they'll spread the good word for you. I clearly have my first year. Thank you so much, Cam. We're the anti-forward pass cult. 2nd and 12, 5-man rush gets blown up here. Look out! Whoa! A nice animation there. That's the second time we've seen, a questionable throw get saved by freeform. That is Donovan Peoples-Jones once again. Who, unfortunately, he'd be out of a job at the camp if it was up to us, because no forward passes in our league. But, alas. 23-10, you got to get going here. You want to get the stop before or get a score before the 2-minute warning, as he's going to take off into 2 Jaguars. Allen with the sack, and that is probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning with a runoff. Okay, not quite. I was tripping there. That's my fault. But 2nd and 12 regardless. This is going to be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 5-man rush once again blown up here. As you know, completion, but also he's got to get going, man. Like, even with 3 timeouts, you can't take too much time here because you need 2 touchdowns. You need them quickly. I'll definitely ask Lucky what he thinks about the forward pass in the booth after. Oh my goodness, it's Malik Willis gets screamed at there by number 31 Carter with the sack, and now this might be the ball game here if he's not able to pick this up. A very well-timed zone blitz concept coming out in quarters here. Obviously going to stop the he had a step here. Continues to have a step. Oh, swatted away really nicely. I think if he throws that a second earlier, it might be a touchdown, but one of many really nice plays we've seen from this Jaguars secondary, to be honest with you. We've seen a couple weird catches by the Colts, but in general, really, really solid. And now Jordan Love, it's going to be the Jonathan Taylor show here. Handoff, cuts outside, and that is going to do it here. First down. We want to stay in bounds, and he does just that. Indianapolis conceding this game, not calling timeout, as we are going to see Jacksonville move up to 6-0 on the season. And ladies and gentlemen, everyone's like, oh, Austin might go 20-0. Oh, Austin's locked in. Oh, 9 Super Bowls. Austin's here. Austin wants to prove himself. What about my guy Lucky? Just sit here and ponder that real quick. What about my guy Lucky? Why is the Rhode Island media apparatus focusing completely on Austin when Lucky's 6-0 as well? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to ponder that tonight as you do whatever it is here late at night. I just want you to ponder that. But Danny conceding the game here. He knows this one's over. It's going to be a 23-10 divisional win here. Jordan Love. But don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. This was the Jonathan Taylor show through and through. Made a few really nice plays. And Danny, after looking so locked into the first quarter, putting up 10 early points, in the final 3 quarters of this game, goose egg from him on offense. It got kind of ugly there at the end. As we will slide into the Discord here before I meet. Oh, overdue full, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, same thing. Again, Bill Andrew Maskia in South Carolina. Please. As I'll hop in the commentary booth. I'm sure, Lucky will get in here at the very least. I don't know if Danny has the Discord link. I'm not in the position to send the Discord link. So, what a game, though. A couple clippable moments. Let me shut up, because we do have my Washington brother, Lucky, 6-0, Lucky in the building. Thoughts on the game?
That was a kind of sweaty one. Byron Jones clutched up at the end. Danny, that's the first time I've gotten a chance to play Danny. Unfortunately, our first game had to sim, but it was as tough as I expected. Jordan Love finished with 57 passing yards. I just couldn't get anything going. His user was just everywhere that I was looking, and so that really made things difficult for me. Fortunately, Jonathan Taylor is an animal. You are very familiar with him. He really carried the team today. I'm a big fan of that. The defense looked really good. They clamped up a little bit. Even the 10 points that we let up in that first quarter, 7 of it was just off a really well blocked play. There was he did a really good job of reading the small holes that were there and didn't get touched. But the second one even was more on the offense, I think. The second 3 points, I should say, was more on the offense than the defense. They clamped up after Jordan Love, myself, made a really horrible read. But yeah, Danny was doing awesome with his, there was the, when I hit the post outside, the out route outside, I thought that he was about to jump up and take RB, who was wide open in the flat. So he read that one really well. And in general, he was a really tough opponent that I feel like, 23-10, but I think, honestly, I'd say he outplayed me. So I can't heap enough praise on him. I thought he was really solid, and I think he's going to make some noise in this league, especially once he gets a quarterback who can actually hit open throws. Malik Willis was not good today either. But yeah, no, I thought that felt like a playoff football.
Yeah, had maybe the worst overthrow I've ever seen in my life to Malik Willis on that one shot down the right sideline. That was tough. But all right, so I'm going to give you kind of a user's choice here. I have two. I'm going to ask you both, but I have two questions. One of them is the Moscato talking. One of them is, sober Connor talking. Which one do you want first?
Let's start with the tame one. Let's
start with the tame one. All right. So yeah. So obviously 6-0. People are going to see that. People are going to like, oh, he's a true, Super Bowl contender potentially. Obviously, only 3 of those so far have been actual, played games. But I just want your take on like how do you rank yourself right now within the AFC and within the league as a whole? Like, do you see yourself as a contender right now, or is there more of like a one game at a time mentality?
I kind of have to be one game at a time. Honestly, this is nothing I haven't done before. Regular season success is not something that's foreign to me. I have a really, really solid track record. I do. I have a solid track record in the regular season. I have a handful of seasons with really good records. Coming off a season last year where we won Coach of the Year, like we did solid last year. It's the playoffs that. It's not necessarily that I believe I choke in the playoffs, but I do know that you don't get to claim anything based off regular season success. That this is just a means to get to the playoffs and prove you can do it there. So things are going well right now. Team's playing well. I like the team that I have, especially Jonathan Taylor. He's kind of the engine that makes things go. But as far as the record goes, that's just some numbers. We'll keep playing games and just try to win the ones that matter come playoff time.
Good answer. I like that. All right, now, so every time I open the Slack, right, this is usually the first thing I do when I wake up, open the Slack. It's Austin this. It's Austin that. Oh, he's locked in. Oh, look out, better league. He's 6-0. He might go 20-0, 9 rings, blah, blah, blah. What about you, though? What about you, Lucky? You have the same record. I don't see anything he's doing that you're not doing. Both of you are just winning, so, like... Yes, everyone's like, oh, Austin's going to walk to it. What about you?
If people want to talk about me, they can. If they don't, honestly, I prefer it that way. I do better when when people aren't talking about me. I like to sneak up on people. Austin's obviously he's the GOAT. Shout out to Morty, but Austin's the GOAT. The rings speak for themselves. So, obviously, all credit to him. Would be fun to, we play each other later this season. Would be cool to see if how long these records go, but I'll let you guys talk if you want to. I'm content just to load up and play my games.
And talk I will. All right, thank you so much, Lucky. I appreciate you joining me here, and good win, obviously. Now, Danny, in the first quarter, I mean, he looked about as locked in as anyone could be, so that was a good kind of comeback win by you. But any final thoughts on the game or on just whatever you want to talk about before we sign off?
No, I mean, I'm liking the switch to comp so far. That's really just my main thoughts at this point. Game's a little bit more fun. Feels like it's more in the control of the users themselves than the randomness that the game decides it's going to spout out randomly.
Is it weird for me, and we'll have this conversation on Building Network, because why not? Is it weird for me to think like I like comp more, but I still think we should do sim for Madden 24? Like, is that a weird take?
Not at all. No,
because that's how I feel right now.
I have long been against the idea of going to comp mode. This isn't obviously the first time it's come up, and I've always been very against it because I do not want team building to cease to matter. I think that's one of the most important parts of a CFM, because there are so many people who, obviously everybody wants to be competitive in their own way, but for so many people, one of the best parts of the game is team building. And I want to make sure that we are still pursuing the avenue of what makes team building actually matter. I don't want us to diminish its value. I think that's a conversation for later. I was totally down to go to comp now because this is such an awkward cycle, and the game wasn't much fun, so I was kind of just down for anything. But I hope that at bare minimum, even if everybody enjoys this more, that it's a conversation later and not a given.
For sure. Well, if Commish Alex keeps winning, it's not going to be much of a conversation here, but we'll see how that goes. All right, Lucky, 23-10 victory over Danny's Colts, the first time you ever got to play him. This was Danny's Better League debut, and he showed out, I think, pretty well. But ultimately, you and Jonathan Taylor, a solid duo, able to do just enough here. So congratulations, and thank you all for watching. We had a couple guys resubscribe here. We had Dan and Cam both with the resubscriptions. Thank you all so much. We had CMAS in here. Obviously, you putting your 4 in the chat. We had Cam, we had Dan, we had Alan King. Thank you all so much for watching. And Battle League Network is back. It's me carrying this shit because apparently CMAS and Cody don't want to comment anything, but that's fine. I see you both.